Hello, my name is Earle Schulz, and today I'll be talking about my experience with technical production for my application to the RIT Performing Arts Scholarship. Specifically, I'll be talking about my work in set construction with regards to the recent fall play I did, Lost Girl. Now, I've been working in my school Stageworks team for about a year and a half. During that time, I've assumed the role of flyman, moving curtains and other objects up and down using this rope fly system, which I've become very familiar with. In this particular play, I was moving curtains, these letters, as well as this disco ball, which we'd then also end up using for a bunch of concerts that took place shortly after this play. I guess I did that good of a job with it. Despite my relatively short time in Stageworks, I've become pretty heavily involved in these productions, and I've become very familiar with the inner workings of my school's auditorium, having spent hours backstage every day for weeks at a time. I love it. Another aspect of technical productions is set design. Last year I only did like a bit of assembly and painting of the set once it was like on stage already. However, this fall I dove headfirst into full-on construction of the set in our school's workshop. Now, I'll preface, I myself am very experienced with woodworking and carpentry. Since I was young, I've worked on various pieces for the house with my dad, who's taught me to use a whole bunch of tools that we have in our basement. In fact, this summer, I took on the challenge of building myself a desk from scratch. And hey, I think I did a pretty good job with just myself and the tools I had available. But as part of an elective I'm taking this year, I get to work in my school's wood shop with a lot more machines and tools to use. I bring this up because my teacher for this class happens to be the lead set designer for school productions. So naturally, being in both Stageworks and this class, I got to work with him on the set for the fall play. So let's talk about this set. So for context, this play is about Wendy from the Peter Pan story after her adventure in Neverland. So the bulk of the story takes place in this bedroom. So first of all, the floor is a circle. So we needed to make a stencil, which we had then cut plywood using a jigsaw. From there, it was just painting and nail gunning it down to some frames. Then we have these shelves here, which needed to be pretty sturdy and durable because people would be sitting on it and even standing on it, so they needed to be designed pretty sturdy. These windows also needed to be designed pretty sturdy since people would be opening and closing them and even leaning on them and such. But this is a pretty interesting build because obviously these arches, which we also cut with a jigsaw. In fact, this middle piece here with these various panels for glass, I cut myself. That was pretty fun. These pieces of glass were cut using our laser cutter, which I got to learn how to use for this build, so that was awesome. And all in all, I think this bedroom really came together and was a pretty prominent focal point for this production, and I'm really glad I got to work on it. So that's it from me. Thanks for listening and for considering me for this RIT Performing Arts Scholarship. Thank you.